You see, there's an interesting publication I chanced on while I was, waiting for Lara to finish. The story is on Dr. Bawumia. And read the full story. The story was published in August 2020 by 3news.com. And this is the interesting part. Dr. Bawumia is asking Ghanaians, or is promising us, that every Ghanaian need to have a bank account. That was on December 2017 at the Ghana Indian Kofi Annan Center of Excellence in Accra. And what is so important for him is that Dr. Bawumia said this will bring financial inclusion. And the financial inclusion is good for this country because we have to make sure everybody practically has a bank account. Adding that this is how we are going to change the economy. Ghana Web Story. Dr. Bawumia said in December 2017 that by 2018, every Ghanaian should own a bank account. And this will help financial inclusion. And by the financial inclusion, this is how our economy is going to change. Annie, I am wondering, you are even asking why the president hasn't spoken or instructed, and Larry is going back and forth. Now she's calling on state institutions. Has Bawumia heard this story? Does Madam Cecilia Dapaah, does she have a bank account? If she has, why is she keeping over $1 million in her home? I'm asking Dr. Bawumia, why is Madam Cecilia Dapaah, who is part of Dr. Bawumia's government, having over $1 million in her home? And Annie, do you know the whole story? The accused persons, there are 5 accused persons in this whole thing. As you mentioned earlier, the first accused is patient Botre Mabna, who was the current house help at 17. The second accused is Sarah J, who is 30 years old, like the former house. And you see, from the story, Sarah J lived with Madam Cecilia Dapaah and the husband, lived in their home, stole money gradually and built a 3-bedroom at Budumbura. When she was leaving, she recommended Patience Mabna Boche to Madam Cecilia Dapaah. And that is how she and Patience came together and kept stealing from the house. Annie, the husband of Madam Cecilia Dapaah was supposed to go for a certain meeting where the meeting was postponed. So on his way back, unannounced and unaware to the people, he caught them red-handed in his bedroom. That was when they got to realize that their monies have been stolen.
And this was in 2022.
Annie, how much money?
Sarah had been stealing since.
And she had gone to build a house and has left. But because she knows that she doesn't want to, stop enjoying the goodies because the couple will obviously not notice it, she recommended Patience Boche. And together with Patience, they kept stealing from the house. So if the man had not come to meet them, they would never know that monies were stolen. Annie, if you have a $1 million in your bedroom, Annie, I bet you, anytime you close from Good Morning Ghana, where the money is the first place you go, than any...
It seems Magoo has $1 million.
Annie, and can you imagine, you see, under normal circumstance, those big businessmen who do business, they have safes in their homes.
The question I asked.
Annie, so how much is in the safe? Because these are the breadcrumbs spread on the dining table. These are the surpluses. You see, the safe is so packed that they cannot add more. So these ones are the ones that are scattered.
You see, this is where my point is.
Annie,
I don't know if she has a safe, but if she has a safe,
Annie,
then there's obviously money in the safe.
No, Annie, don't worry.
The remaining
So these
Like
are
she's saying,
the surpluses,
the
so
money
the
is so much
breadcrumbs.
that they all come to. So why didn't she get 2 safes or 3 safes or 4 safes or something like that?
With these assumptions.
Annie,
Assumptions.
Lara to, please, you had your time. No, let me finish. Write it down. That's why Annie has given you a paper and a pen. Please, Hajia, I beg you, with all due respect.
No, some of the things you are bringing in are just difficult to think.
And these are the surpluses.
But that's
to an extent
but
that
it's an allegation.
Annie, will you allow me?
Yes.
When Sarah and Jane was stealing the money and has gone to build a 3-bedroom house, they didn't notice. She recommended Patience Mabna for them. Mabna also came and she was doing it together. And my wonder, or what surprises me much is the 100,000 Ghana cedis that Mabna willingly gave to her ex-boyfriend.
Magoo, come on, seriously?
Annie, the money is so much that the house help is so charitable that even ex-boyfriends got 100,000 cash. Ghana cedis. Ex-boyfriend though. And you see, among the 5 accused, Mabna's father has also been charged for receiving money that, I don't know how the lawyers call it. And you know how much Mabna gave the father? Just 50,000, but even gave the ex-boyfriend 100,000. The money is so much that the girl doesn't know what to do with the money. Annie, and this is the Minister of State. When Laratu was speaking, she said from 2017 there hadn't been any serious, challenges that comes with flag. Madam Cecilia Dapaah was previously at the Aviation Ministry in 2017.
No, in the president's, at least we are street people. We are not professionals. So let's speak like street people.
Exactly. You can't be speaking like street people on the set.
You can't tell me. You can't tell me how to see
that. This will not stop me from finishing whatever I want to say.
It will not stop me too.
You can't talk
so Lara to allow Annie.
It will not even stop me either. But as street people, we
are
know
not
that
street people.
When you are marked.
But what's the difference between
as street people who had the opportunity to attend
because we have certificates.
Small schools.
Because we have certificates. There's no difference.
No.
Street people who had the opportunity to attend
she's saying she knows the context in which let's focus on the facts.
Excellent. Even JHS, primary school, when you're giving excellent, is either you are 100%.
Exactly.
Even 99, they won't give you excellent. They'll give you maybe very good.
A minister without blemish.
100%.
Yes,
that is what the president said. He said, excellent. Where is the statement? He said, when I read the statement.
And what reason do you have to doubt the president's assessment of her?
Do you know that Cecilia Dapaah actually said that we are 85% through with making Accra the cleanest city of the West Africa?
And did you go follow up to verify why she said that?
Because we don't live in Accra.
And I even mentioned things that she's done.
Because
the fact that there's an issue around doesn't mean that you need to erode all the stuff. This woman has been serving this country since 2009.
Because we don't live in Accra. We are strangers in Accra.
You don't even know the facts. All that you are doing here is just assuming.
I have said that.
Assuming. And I'm beginning to think that you people are assuming that, if you had that money that is being quoted, and in her letter, she's also said that there's inconsistencies. I mean, how bold
so now
can
the
a person
integrity
be?
of the prosecutor.
How bold can a person?
The point is that
illegally and take it to court.
You can't defend this.
Let's be fair to
you see, Annie, and the point also is that
investigated.
The point is also that Lara, to please Hajia. Now you are Hajia, I beg you.
Outrageous. Be fair,
Annie. You see, as for the president, the least talk about his statements, Annie, the better. Laratu was also talking about how she has successfully cleaned Accra and the job she has done and whatever. Annie, who won't successfully clean Accra with a $43 million by distilling Odo River? Who won't?
He said your work, the work you undertook during your period in government was excellent.
Exactly.
And for that, do you have any reason to doubt the president's? That's the question I'm asking you. Do you have any reason to doubt the assessment of the president?
Because we don't live in Ghana.
Even Kwame Nkrumah was not excellent.
He's the one that is your opinion.
And who
is the president's assessment?
Lara too. So Annie, who is marking President Anado's appointees? Who is marking them? Is it him or the Ghanaian people?
He gave them code of conduct and code of something.
Is it him or the Ghanaian people? Is the result not supposed to be seen? Or only Nanadu sees what Cecilia Dapaah did? But Annie, as I said, $43 million to distill Odo River. Why wouldn't you be excellent? You will. You will definitely be excellent. Annie, the money is in overflow. As the churches, the pastors will say, the anointing is overflowing. The money is in excess. The safe is full. Her bank accounts, I think there is so much that she cannot add more for questions.
Now, you know
now
her bank account
house help, 17-year-old girl is so charitable that she even does 100,000 to an ex-boyfriend.
It is you who are giving room for these statements.
You now know her bank account.
You have given because
so you see,
when you
distilling Odo River with 43 million, she'll be excellent. And we did not come here to give awards to best minister. So we are here because Madam Cecilia Dapaah is the complainant of 5 accused people that the prosecutor at the Ghana Police Headquarters wrote for her to court. But we, as the public or citizens, where President Akufo-Addo urged us not to be spectators, not to be, we should be citizens and not spectators. We are now the complainants, and we want the right authority to question where the money is coming from. A minister of state, how much do you earn at the end of the month? And let's even say you take 25,000 cedis a month. In 7 years, you are around 2.1 million Ghana cedi. How much? That is even if you have not spent any of your salaries. And you hear the MPP giving flimsy excuses. And when we were young, we were taught to dream big. Victoria Hammer just dreamt a mere acclamation of a wish that if I get a $1 million, I will quit politics. Somebody has more than 1 million and she's still in politics. Vicky just wished. And what happened under the NDC government, under President Mahama? She was fired because the public went gaga on it. They didn't understand why you should even. And the MPP, I heard them those days. Was it their national organizer or national youth organizer? John Boedu.
Secretary.
During, he became secretary when they came. So national organizer. He said they should freeze Victoria Hammer's assets. You are here. Your minister has money and is in excess. The ones that are in the normal rooms, people can even steal over $1 million. And you think you are saying what? We shouldn't talk about it.
Have you spoken with Victoria Hammer?
I can imagine.
I want to know how she feels.
I can imagine.
Because, that's not to say that.
Just a wish.
Hold on. And you see, people shouldn't get it wrong or wrongly. That's not to say that, unfortunately, she had a secret conversation and the conversation leaked, right? So when you make statement like, I am in politics to make $1 million, your intention alone doesn't sit right with maybe the leader that appointed you. Yeah. So, you know what, madam, if it's about money,
this is your intention,
sit aside.
So,
you understand? It doesn't make it right anyway, but I think the linkage has been because someone only dreamt.
And someone has.
And it cost.
And this one is in excess.
Right.
Meanwhile, President Nadu said, if you really want to make millions of cedis, don't come to his government.
But the unfortunate thing too is that this money you're saying, we are judging her already by saying she stole.
That's the nobody is saying she stole the money.
Because you have hold on, Magoo. She has not we've not established that it was stolen money.
Nobody.
And you see, and we will condemn where the source of the money.
No matter in which, no matter the form and shape it takes, those people that stole from her, they must face the charges.
Exactly.
We must condemn crime. But the point is that Dr. Baumia's bank account, does the woman have one?
Yes.
How is she paid?
So why did she keep over 1 million? So if she has a bank account, why is she keeping that money in her house?
She didn't want to take it.
Magoo, it won't get anywhere. Has she thought of money laundering and evasion of taxes
over the counter?
You see, you are making her matter worse. You are making the woman's matter worse. Let her sit at home. You see, we should not glorify her because she's resigned.
Nobody is glorifying her. Nobody's glorifying her.
The Ghanaian is asking.
To this country.
The Ghanaian is asking. So I should keep $1 million in my house. That's what you're advising me to do.
The way you are even talking, it's like you have the 1 million because you know how people treat $1 million. So I can also assume that you have $1 million in your, because the way you know it has to be kept in the safe. And it's the one that is lying around that people are stealing.
Can you put your guest to check and let me talk?
You asked me a question and
I
I
have to allow her.
Right, no matter what you do, this case is bad. It's bad. Today you pray 5 times in a day. This case is bad. No matter what you do, no matter the interjection, the case is bad. Dr. Baumia said that we should own that account and it is good for financial inclusion and it will change our economy. Your minister is keeping billions of dollars and people are stealing over 1 million. Why is the woman keeping that? And what are you saying? You are defending her. Keeping 40, how do you call it? Over $1 million in your house. Are you evading taxes? Have you thought of money laundering? And their communicators during the weekend were going like, she's from a rich family, they have inheritance. Then how much would the person that inherited to her? How much would the person have?
You have the expertise to determine as we sit here if she's paid taxes or not.
Ghanaians do not pay taxes.
GRA is there.
Annie, if I have $1 million, Annie, if I have $1 million,
she's spoken her bracelet.
Ghanaians are not expecting me to render account to them because they don't pay me with their taxes. This is a minister of state who is supposed to know better. Who the younger generation are looking up to her. That she needs to be responsible. Where she belongs to a government where your vice president, who wants to be lead your party one day, is saying that you must have a bank account because it will transform this economy. And this woman is keeping excess of billions of dollars, 300,000 euros, kente worth 90,000 Ghana cedis, men's suits over 3,000 US dollars, jewelry and handbags and perfumes over 95,000 US dollars. It's on the charge sheet. Now the prosecutor's integrity is even questioned. We had this.
She says there's some inconsistencies. But we have the charge sheet. I don't know if we have a wrong charge sheet. But
Annie, that is all that
in her statement said that there are inconsistencies.
Deny.
Unless
the Ghana Police Service comes out to deny that it is not coming from them. And unless Madam Cecilia Dapaah also come to tell us that she did not go to court. I will not support patients stealing from him.
But what does she mean by this statement? That I'm resigning therefore because I do not want this matter to become a preoccupation of the government and a hindrance to the work of government in such a crucial time. And for me, such a crucial time maybe will be defined as we are in hard times.
Getting near elections and the economy is also hard.
No,
we are
that
in
she's admitting
times.
that we're in hard times.
Please.
And government
Then hold on, let me do a little analysis here. Then she says that become a preoccupation, right? As a government appointee, when you have this amount of money in your house, it will become a preoccupation.
Exactly.
Now, and then she goes on to say, I'm resigning because
it has to be a preoccupation of government.
Yes.
It's in her letter.
It's a loud capital.
Why, you have not paid attention to it?
No. I'm asking Annie a question.
She doesn't want it to become a government hindrance. You know government's work. Government's work is not to tell us what inflation is. It's not to tell us what GDP is. It's government work, ultimately, is to make me feel comfortable. That's all.
Give me security.
What government has to do.
Give me future. Give me assurance.
Do all the help.
That our children can live
teaching,
in this country and have peace of mind.
But at the end of the day,
like
government's work
with the maximum security.
Is to make me sit well.
Yes.
So hold on.
Magoo,
government's work.
Yes.
Government must preoccupy itself with her house. Get all the details on whatever monies are there and investigate so that she's proven. Look, I like Cecilia because first of all, she's been a woman that's worked, throughout all the NPP governments. So she's one woman that maybe as a woman I should even look up to. And she's one of the strongest women I've seen, really. So it will be bad for you to sleep on this allegation and mess.